After consulting with hundreds of persons considering filing for divorce, there is some important advice I can share. There's no question about it. There's a lot to think about and a lot to be done. No one can learn everything needed in a video or one website. But MemphisDivorce.com is designed to be a really good first step and more. But first, what about reconciliation? Divorce should always be the last option. Everything that can be done to save a marriage should be done. Notwithstanding the obvious hypocritical angle to all this, as a divorce lawyer, I'm often asked to counsel regarding saving marriages. Yes, divorce lawyers know a lot about what causes divorce. Some lawyers even have insight about what should not cause divorce. In any event, the best persons to speak with about saving a marriage are marriage counselors, pastors, priests, and rabbis. Nevertheless, some want to know what will happen if there is a divorce, both during the divorce and after. Visit with a lawyer who practices family law exclusively. People often visit with us well in advance of making the big decision to file for divorce. In those meetings, we cover the divorce process, answer the obvious questions, and talk about what problems may arise under that person's particular circumstances. We talk about setting goals, getting from point A to point Z, and tough issues like temporary support. We talk about the difficult issues of property division, including asset identification, classification, and valuation. We cover the basics of alimony law, parenting plans, and child support. In a first meeting called a consultation, there is no way to cover it all, but the goal should be to share insightful perspective to begin the planning process. Planning must always start with sharing priorities and values. Better family lawyers will tell clients what they need to hear and not just what they want to hear. Next, read, learn, learn. Start with our website, MemphisDivorce.com. We have lots here for our visitors, including much more on pre-divorce planning, overview of the divorce process, divorce stress management tips, answers to frequently asked questions about lawyer selection, tons about technical aspects of divorce law, and a list of books available in our library for our clients, and links to those same books on Amazon.com. The information found on MemphisDivorce.com and in books cannot be tailored to your situation, but it will get you started on learning the terms and key concepts. The lawyer's role is to give you advice and insight of how the law applies to your situation. Knowledge is power. The more you learn, the more effectively you can communicate with your lawyer and make smart decisions. If you have children, there are lots of great books to help you with divorce. Parents should seek out age-specific advice. Typically, if both parents reassure the children that both parents love them and keep the children out of the divorce, the children will do okay. If one or both parents act vindictively, involve the children by telling them details of the divorce litigation, or use the children as tools for revenge, no advice from any book will help. The children will ultimately suffer. All one parent can do is learn the appropriate way to behave. Take the high road and try and be an example to the other parent. If you're having real trouble, or you are really worried you might have difficulty, tell your lawyer, and please seek out the advice of a competent mental health professional. Listening to your situation, psychologists and counselors have the experience to help tailor solutions for your individual problems. Next, this is really important advice. Take Dave Ramsey's Financial Peace University. I feel so strongly about Dave's great advice. Everyone in our firm must attend Financial Peace University. Divorce is a financial natural disaster. Dave Ramsey teaches conservative financial planning budgeting, and personal and financial responsibility. I think he's great. If you come and visit with us for a consultation, if you promise to read it, we will give you one of Dave Ramsey's books. Consider individual counseling. Whether you are hurting now or just preparing to begin the divorce recovery process, individual counseling can help. Even if you don't think you need it, seriously consider it. Ask your trusted advisor. My experience is that the persons who need it the most are the last to seek help. Are you the victim of domestic violence? There is help. Get help. If your situation is really bad and it must stop now, ask a police officer to direct you to local shelters or agencies that can help. Tell your support persons. Do not keep it a secret. Do what they suggest. If you need counseling to get free, do it. If you need to start with your pastor, priest, or rabbi, do it. See a lawyer if you need an order of protection or develop a security protocol. Develop a plan. If you don't have a friend or family member to help you, seek counseling. If you are the abuser, we can refer you to psychologists who are very experienced in putting together treatment plans. Family lawyers know one thing about domestic violence. Without intervention, it won't stop. The cycle of violence will continue. Do you need the help of a business valuation expert, forensic accountant, real estate appraiser, or forensic psychologist? If one of the spouses owns part of a business, it may need to be valued. There are also many reasons to hire a forensic accountant. If either spouse owns a pension or stock option, its marital value should probably be determined. If there is a long-term marriage and a long-term support issue, a forensic accountant may prepare a lifestyle analysis. If there is suspected dissipation, a forensic accountant is the person to consult with for those situations as well. Our firm is very experienced in working with many of the experts in the domestic relations arena. We will be glad to make helpful suggestions and referrals. This is just the tip of the iceberg. When you talk to a lawyer, be ready to share the truth. Be honest. Ask tough questions. Getting the most out of your legal representation is largely